You say yes when you mean no. You apologize when you did nothing wrong. You shrink yourself so that people feel comfortable. And you've always called that being nice. Here's the diagnostic. Think about the last time you said yes to something you didn't want to do. Why? Was it genuine? Or was it because the discomfort of saying no felt more dangerous than the resentment of saying yes? If it was the second one, that's not kindness. That's a safety program. And it didn't start as a personality. It started as a survival response. And the result of that response explains everything about why you can't stop. The research on this is uncomfortable because it means being nice. The thing you have been praised for your whole life might be the coping mechanism nobody ever helped you examine. And the cost of not examining is something you are already paying. Dr. Gabor Maté, physician and trauma researcher, spent decades on this specific pattern. He's finding chronic people pleasing is not a personality trait. It's a survival adaptation. Here's how to trace where yours came from. Think back to childhood. Was expressing needs, saying no, setting limits, showing disappointment, met with warmth or with withdrawal, anger, criticism, or silence? If it was the second, your nervous system learned one rule: make them okay and you will be okay. That rule became your personality, but it was never who you were. It was what you needed to survive, the environment you were in. But here's what that survival role is costing you. In your current relationships, specifically, the thing that people pleasing does to your identity, that's make it impossible to know who you actually are anymore. That's the part nobody talks about. We are getting to it in 60 seconds. Where do you people please most? Work, relationships, family? Which environment trained you to be this way? Drop it in the comments. Here's what chronic people pleasing does to your identity over time. Every time you say yes when you mean no, you get a small piece of data about who you are. I'm someone who doesn't have needs. I'm someone who exists to make others comfortable. And your brain, which builds identity from evidence, starts confirming that story until you genuinely don't know what you want anymore. Not because you are confused, because you have spent years editing yourself out of your own life. Now here's the specific thing that makes saying no feel impossible even when you desperately want to. And why the fear isn't irrational. It's based on something real that your brain learned. That's what changes when you understand it. Coming right now, here's the thing that changes how you see every relationship built on your niceness. When you say yes to everything, people don't know the real you. They know the version of you that has never disagreed with them. Which means the acceptance you have worked so hard for is acceptance of a performance, not of you. You have never actually been rejected because you have never actually shown up. But here's why saying no for the first time feels like it will destroy the relationship, and why it almost never does, and what the gap between those two things reveals about what the relationship actually was. Full answer right now. The cost. Yes, building relationships where people love who you perform, not who you are. And the loneliness of that is invisible from the outside because you are surrounded by people who like you. Here's the complete answer to why it's coping mechanism and not a personality. Dr. Harriet Breaker's research found the exit. The nervous system learned that saying no is equal to losing safety. That equation was true once in the environment that built it. It's not true now. But your nervous system doesn't know that yet because it's never been given evidence to the contrary. The discomfort of saying no is temporary. The resentment of always saying yes is permanent. And the relationships that don't survive your honesty were never with you. They were with your performance. 3 things. 1. Practice the pause before yes. Let me think about it is a complete sentence. 2. Say no to one small, low stakes thing this week. Prove to your nervous system it survives. That's the only evidence it will believe. 3. Notice the relationships that don't survive your honesty. Those were never with you. Losing them is not loss. You were not born to manage other people's comfort. You were trained to. Those are not the same thing. Being nice was never the problem. The problem was never having the safety to be anything else. Now you do. If you want more videos that go underneath the personality to what built it, subscribe. That's the only thing this channel does.